I came across what I want to do with my life. When I very first started this class, I was literally all over the place. I felt like everything I was interested in was not really realistic, that I wouldn't actually enjoy it in the long term. And I felt like I really didn't have any interests that were deep enough for me to really want a career in them. But thankfully this class has really helped me understand myself and my personality, and kind of the reasons why the different careers I had in mind wouldn't work out, but what elements in them I really liked and could find in another career. And so to start with, my career journey has literally, like I said, been all over the place. I think one of the first things I always saw myself doing was being an elementary school teacher, because both of my grandparents are, and I'm a pretty upbeat, happy person, and I feel like everybody around me always told me that's what I should do. And so that was always kind of on the back burner, that I should be a teacher. But I really don't enjoy teaching people that much or being in the spotlight. Even making this video right now gives me a lot of anxiety. And so I don't think that I would really find a lot of joy in that. And as much as I love kids, I don't think I would really want to be around them all the time. That's what I'll have my own kids for. And that kind of sounds terrible, but that's kind of why I ruled that one out. Another thing that I had always thought about doing was working with horses and special needs children in a therapeutic setting. When I was growing up in high school, I volunteered, and I basically picked up horse poop for this riding center, and it was really inspiring and really fulfilling. And so I thought for a while, that would be really fun to start up my own business or work for a different nonprofit. But I really don't know enough about horses or special needs children, and empathy is something I really have to work for. It's not a gift that's naturally just found inside of me. And so that one kind of got ruled out too. I'd also thought about being an accountant, and that was what I initially wanted to be when I came to BYU. But I took a business career exploration class and learned that the program is extremely competitive, and I learned a little bit more about what you would be doing on a day-to-day basis, and it really just sounded kind of boring to me. There was no room for creativity. It was very straight-lined and straight-laced, and you had to do exactly that, and if you didn't, the consequences were huge. And so realizing that level of responsibility really scared me, so that one got ruled out as well. And the one that I had decided on exactly previous to this class was, I thought I was just going to work in a retirement home as an activities director. I really like being in charge of things on more of the administrative side, and so I thought that would be a good balance for me and kind of fulfill some of the desires I had in therapeutic recreation or in an elementary school teacher, just kind of working with people and helping them, but in a little bit less exhausting of a way. But I looked at the salary that it made, and it just didn't really fit what I wanted to do. And so I just constantly felt like I was going through these mountains and these valleys of knowing what I wanted to do and then feeling absolutely lost. And I felt like this pattern was just going to continue forever. And one of the most important things I've learned in this class is about values, what we value and which ones we value most. And I realized that I value flexibility, and I value a good work environment, and I value kind of an easier route to get there. I don't want to go through a lot of education in order to do what I want. I want to just be able to learn it very quickly and be really good at it. And so that really helped me kind of have a vision of what was the most important things. And so then I took the strong interest inventory, and that was also really insightful because I learned that I'm a very conventional person and a realistic person. And the job descriptions it gave me were things like an analyst. It said accountant, but I knew I already ruled that one out. And it told me a lot about technology and web development and stuff like that. And so I thought, that's really interesting. I really want to start looking down that path because that's something that my family is also really interested in, me and my brother and my dad. We all love technology and kind of being the best at it in our family. And so those things really helped me, and from there I started interviewing people. And I interviewed a lot of different people in the business world, but my last interview was probably the most insightful, my last one and my first one, because they were both on the side of like programming and technology and app development or web development and user experience, those kind of things. And it was really helpful for me to see that those values that I have and that personality that I have, there is a job out there like that for someone like me, where it is flexible because it's all online, but it's also realistic, and there's a reason why you're doing what you're doing, and it just makes sense. And so from there I decided that I am going to major in information systems here at BYU. It's kind of that perfect balance between business and technology. And as of right now, I want to go into web development, and so at BYU, I'm going to start looking for different jobs on campus where I can update people's websites and really just get some good experience in that. And that's kind of my plan right now. I want to do some internships, some on-campus internships, and build up my resume so that I can get into the business school and keep my GPA up. But I'm really excited about it, and I finally feel like I have a direction of what I want to do, and I'm excited about it. There's no more thinking that I'm just going to drop out one day and go to beauty school. I feel really committed to this, and I'm really grateful that this class has taught me that. And it's also taught me that even if I choose a major right now, that I can change my career in the future as long as I keep my options open and I am constantly talking to people, that my career doesn't necessarily define my future. And that's really exciting news for me, and I'm really grateful. And yeah, that's been my career path, so thank you so much.